What's up, YouTube? I'm here with another interview. This is Marcus from Dayton Interviews. I got this young lady here with us today. Hey, what you doing? How you doing today, young girl?
I'm fine.
So, what's your name?
Talia.
Talia?
Yeah.
All right. Hi, nice to meet you, Talia.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, speak up a little bit.
I said nice to meet you too.
Okay, so how old are you?
I'm 21.
You 21?
Yeah.
All right, so you got kids or anything?
Yeah, I have 2 sons.
Got 2 sons?
Yeah.
So how old are they?
My oldest is 4 years old, and then
Speak up a little bit.
My oldest is 4 years old,
Okay.
and my other son, he's about to be 1 next month.
So you got 4-year-old and a 1-year-old?
Yeah.
Okay, so how's that going with the 1-year-old? I got a 4-month-year-old and I got a 4-year-old too. So how's that going?
It's cool for real. Like
to be at 21 years old.
Yeah, I had him when I was 20. I just turned 21, but it's cool. Like I had my first son when I was 16, so
okay.
Really,
so how was life as a parent at 16?
It was a little hard, you know. My baby daddy was like a year older than me, so he was still like childish, but we had ended up getting to understand it. But it wasn't really much for real. Nothing I didn't already know.
Okay, so let's back up a little bit. Where you from?
I'm from Dayton.
You from Dayton?
Yeah.
Okay, so did you grow up in a 2-parent household?
No.
Okay, so your mom raised you, whatever?
Yeah, my mom, my dad, and then I ended up moving to Cincinnati.
So you was raised in a 2-parent household. So your dad was there. He lived with you guys.
No, he didn't live with us.
Oh, like, so he was just like, there.
Yeah.
Okay,
forth,
I get that. So how your relationship with your parents?
I mean, it's cool, I guess. Like, my dad, he always, I guess, working, and I don't really talk to him, but I guess we love each other. My mom, she cool.
So, you close with your mom?
A little bit.
Kinda?
Yeah.
Okay. So, did you graduate high school or anything?
No.
No. Okay, so growing up, did you have any childhood traumas or anything?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't think my trauma started till I was about like 14.
14. So, what kind of traumas did you have?
On my 14th birthday, so technically I was like 13 going on 14.
Okay.
My little brother had committed suicide.
Your little brother committed suicide?
Yeah.
How old was he?
He's 11.
He was 11 when he committed suicide?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm sorry to hear that.
So we ended up moving down here, but when I came down here, like everything just felt weird after with my brother being gone. So me and my other brother, like we started acting out. We was already kind of bad, just doing bad stuff, but we started acting out, and then my brother ended up going to jail about a year later. He's still in jail.
So what did he commit suicide for? Was he going through something or?
See, it's crazy. I was thinking about that today. I don't think, honestly, I know when we was younger, him and my brother that went to jail had got diagnosed with like a whole bunch of like mental illness. So I feel like at his young age, it just was overwhelming for him. And he didn't know how to handle it.
So was there any signs or anything that he was going through something?
It's crazy because he tried it on, I forgot what birthday it was. I was real young though, so he had to be about 7 years old. It was about 3 years apart, so it had to be like my 10th birthday. He tried it then, and my older brother had like caught him in time. He was in the hospital for a little bit, and he got out. That's when they started, like the school started looking into like seeing. They realized my brother's behavior wasn't like normal, so they had basically told my mom like you should like get him checked out, and that's when they diagnosed him with the mental illness and stuff.
Oh no, man. So was you and your brother close?
Yeah, like we get into little fights, but like
just like any other brothers and sister relationship.
My little 2 little brothers, they was like my siblings for real. I would say I looked after them. And when we moved to Cincinnati, it was just me, my mom, her kids. So I would like help her look after them. Like taught me how to like cook and clean and stuff.
Yeah, man. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I'm really sorry to hear that, especially at 11 years old. That's really, young, and it's kind of crazy that somebody that young could be going through something. They even like really experienced like that and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's crazy. So, any other thing happened to you growing up or anything?
Yeah, it just kept getting worse. Kept getting like worse. Like, and I was just talking to like my friend about that. Like, it seemed like every 2 years. That happened in 2017 when I was just turned 14. And 2 years later, my other brother, he's my stepbrother, but he had been around since we was kids. Our mom and dad is married and stuff, so he had got off work and went home. And I guess he stepped out literally as soon as he came in and smoked. And he stepped out. It was right there around the corner too. He stepped out to smoke and somebody shot him and killed him. Like,
what? How old was he?
He was 17.
17? So, did anybody have beef with him or anything? Who shot him?
The guy who shot him is in jail. I forgot his name, but
Oh, so he's in jail right
yeah,
now?
he had. I wouldn't even say he had beef. He was mad at our older cousin about, I don't know, a girl, his baby mom or something. And he had shot up. My mom had let my brother use her second car. She was letting him use her car, and he was with my stepbrother and my cousin. And the dude had shot at them, but he didn't hit nobody. The car was messed up though. He came back a week later, and then I don't know what was the purpose, because the person who he was mad at, you didn't do nothing to. Just killed the innocent 17-year-old.
Wow, I'm sorry to hear that, man. So, like, dealing with all this stuff, do you got any type of mental illnesses or anything? Or are you on medication or anything? You deal with depression or anxiety or anything like that?
Last year I have been always felt like I needed to get help, but I never had like the resources or the right like people in my life to lead me there, so I never really looked into it. But last year I had got pink slip, and
Into the mental
yeah,
hospital?
and I ended up like, they was actually cool people, and they was telling me like, when I just told them the truth, because like usually I would just lie to, like when they asked the question I would lie, because I know how people like look at you after that, so I would just like lie to them and just keep everything to myself because I was used to that. So, and that when I went there, I'm just like, fuck it, I didn't got pink slip, I'm here by my free will, so I might as well tell them. And then I was like 4.5 months pregnant with my second son, so
Wow.
I just ended up telling them, and they had like, they wanted me to like go to like a therapist and stuff.
So, have you ever talked to a therapist?
Yeah, I talked to a therapist.
Do you think that it helped you?
If I would have went more, it probably would have helped more, but I had like a lot going on, and I couldn't always get to the sessions, and I didn't always have a way to them, so I just ended up figuring out how to like deal with it on my own. Last year after I left there, when I was in there, they had basically told me they think I have like uh depression, severe depression, bipolar bipolar disorder. It was something else they were saying, like basically like where my brain is stuck at the age I was when my little brother first passed away, and then everything leading up to that. I don't know what they was saying with that, but yeah.
So, how do you deal with that on a normal day basis, trying to deal with depression and stuff like that? I know it could be rough because, at one point I used to deal with it too in my life. And that's the hardest thing to do is talk about, what we go through inside, whatever, because you don't know how nobody going to judge us or, when we go through something, it's like sometimes people don't understand what we go through, and all we hear from people saying it's going to be okay. But at that time, when you're going through it, you don't feel that it's going to be okay. And sometimes you don't even want to hear people saying it's going to be okay because you don't know if it's going to be okay or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I be saying. I just feel like, I honestly don't know. I think it's just God, like, because I've been smoking for a while. I've been drinking. I don't drink like all the time, but I do drink. I don't drink or like smoke to basically when I'm feeling depressed. I just do it to do it. So I would never say that was a way to cope with it. But smoking and stuff, it did help. Like it'll calm me down, calm like my thoughts, because my head has always been racing. As long as I can remember, I always just have thoughts on thoughts. So I
Yeah.
think I really would just say it was God. Like when my brother passed away, I just stopped believing in God.
You stop believing in God?
Yeah, it was just so much like, and then I was young, and everything I remember from when I was younger in church, I'm just hearing that in my head, and I'm like, this ain't how my life, like, where's God? I wasn't feeling God, so I ain't gonna lie, I really did stop believing in Him.
Now I tell you this. Now I'm a church person. I'm very religious, whatever. And them thoughts that you having, saying that
It's the
there is
devil.
no God,
Yeah,
is strictly the
I
devil,
know.
whatever. And sometimes when things start getting rough in your life, that's the time when you start trying to draw closer to God. And when you're trying to draw closer to God, the devil don't want you to get close to him, so he want to put them thoughts in your head, stuff like that, whatever.
Yeah.
So my advice to you is just keep praying to God. Get on your knees every night. Tell God what you're going through. He's your best friend for real.
Yeah, I tell everybody that now. Like when I would say I stopped believing like a few months after the stuff happened with my little brother. But my mom had made me go to church when I was like 15. I think I was like a fresh 15. I was like a few months, just had turned 15. In the past, she made me go with my two friends, and we all was going through stuff. Like my friend, she was 16 and pregnant, and me and my other friend was 15. But we was like all going through stuff, and he had called us out, and he was just like saying stuff, and he had like made my friends cry. I'm like, he's saying like some real stuff. They
So
crying,
he's
they felt
prophesizing
it.
to you.
Yeah, it was the pastor and stuff. Then he did it to me. And I'm like, oh shoot, I know like everything he was telling me, like I had them thoughts had never left my head. I never told nobody, not my best friend, my sister, my siblings, nobody. So it did lead me back to God, like in a way, brought me back. Like I think that was God like telling me to keep my faith, like
Yeah. So when the last time you been to church?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think I went like 4 days after my second son was born. We all went to church, and the pastor had prayed over us about like a little situation that happened. And I had kind of been like scared to go back. I'm not scared, but like when it happened, I had a situation happen last year, and it like left an effect on my son. The
He did
pastor,
what again?
it like left a effect on my son. I don't know.
What you mean by that?
Like basically, I had like both my sons had different dads, and they didn't like each other. So like a situation happened, and one of my sons dad ended up killing the other one.
Oh man. So
And
one of your baby dads killed the other baby dad?
yeah, and I was like pregnant, and then my oldest son was in the house like when it happened.
Oh my God.
So he didn't like see exactly what happened, but he did see like them bring his dad down on like the stretcher. He was still alive a little bit, so he always would tell me like he sleep, and he would tell me like he still be around him and stuff. He would tell me like he literally said all the time like my dad right here. I don't be knowing like if he be for real, but I believe that I was seeing him too when it first happened. I was kept getting a feeling that his presence was still there, and like it would be like I was told like when we do or if I do stuff that we used to do together, that's when they would come. Or like if I be up around the time, he liked to be up at night, sleep
Uh-huh.
like throughout the day in the morning, then be up at night doing what he was doing, and that's when I would be up like smoking, and I would always get like this feeling that it was like another presence around, and I would like see stuff, but I would think like maybe I'm just high till it had happened one day when I wasn't smoking. I walked in the room and my son was sitting there crisscross, just having a full blown conversation. I'm just standing there. He didn't know I was right there. And I'm like, who are you talking to? And he was like, my dad.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I was like, but I believed it because when we was at church, the pastor had prayed over him. He was like, I pray that this child, he basically was saying he prayed that he forget what he's seen. No child should have to like go through that. And my son just had started crying. I'm like, I feel like he know the situation. He don't
Right.
know the like severity of it, but he know what was going on. Like even when I would just like break down and cry, he would just look at me like that and cry. And he would never do that. So I felt like he had knowledge like what was going on, but like nobody ever just came out and told him like, yeah, your dad gone, your dad did. He'll still say like, my dad did this, my dad did that like last night.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
white
That's
like
crazy.
yeah, he had white paint on him. I'm like, who did that? He was like, my dad.
Right.
I'm like, I guess.
That's crazy. So are you still with one of your baby dads now?
The other one is in jail.
Oh, he's in jail. Okay, so are you in a relationship right now or anything?
I guess.
Talking to somebody?
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's cool. I
It's
feel
cool.
like he's cool. He kind of like remind me of myself, and he don't bring like drama and like BS to my life. So I think that's cool because I need people around like who be having the same mindset as me. And I realize that a lot of people I bring around, they like just like me. They done went through stuff, but they don't. I don't think they know how to deal with it. I don't know. They just always come with chaos. So I've been trying to like surround myself with people
Yeah,
who,
surround yourself with positive people,
yeah,
whatever.
like who can bring me peace and help me like when I need it, like not like help, but like when I need to talk, when I feel like I can't do something and motivate me and stuff. I just feel like I need like more people around like that.
Yeah. So do you got any talents or anything? Hidden talents? I sing or you're a dancer or anything like that?
Um, I like to do everything for real. Like I feel like if you put your mind to it, you can do anything. Cause that's how I am. Like I feel like I can. If I want to go out there, and I've been cooking like as long as I can remember. If I any meal, even if I've never cooked it, I'm gonna go cook it. If I want to learn how to do a hairstyle, I'm gonna learn how to do it. If I want to learn like a new hobby or something, and I just even just watching YouTube videos, you're gonna learn. So I honestly feel like it's like nothing you can't do.
Right. So what's your longest relationship you don't have? I know you're only 21, but what's your longest relationship?
Um, I would say it was with my first baby father. I started talking to him when I was like 15.
Okay.
I officially had like cut him off when I was like 18. I got tired of his like bullshit. Like you could just go live your life, go do you.
Right.
I don't want to stress over it.
So what kind of man do you look for? What attracts you in a man? What kind of qualities do they need to have?
A good personality, and I'm not gonna lie, you gotta have like a good head on your shoulders because my second one, he was always just like messing with my peace and my mental. Like he knew he was my best friend before that happened, so he knew like
How to push your buttons and
yeah,
stuff.
he knew exactly what triggered me. He knew everything like I had went through, and he would use it to throw it in my face. I don't like people like that because I would never do
Right.
that.
You gotta find somebody that's gonna be your
Yeah.
peace. You know what I mean?
Like if you get mad at me, at least just stop talking to me till you done being mad. Cause that's what I do. Or we talk about it, but don't try to. When you get mad at me, you trying to make me mad, use stuff against me. That's weird.
Right. So if somebody was to take you on a date, what would be the perfect date for you?
I honestly don't know because I like everything. Like I like to like explore new things. Like that's why I'm trying to go to the army next year. It's like I want to, go to different countries and cities, states and stuff, and learn new experiences. And I feel like I need a little more discipline.
Yeah. So. So anyway, yeah. So I really enjoyed this interview. Let's walk a little bit.
Okay.
We can walk.
Okay. Where?
Oh, just walk. So yeah, we really enjoyed this interview. Whatever. So there's a couple things that I want to challenge you on. The first challenge, come on. The first challenge, I want to challenge you getting back in church.
Oh yeah.
So get back in church and start praying more because that's gonna be your peace right there. Okay.
Yeah, I pray a lot though. I don't go to church every day, but I do pray every day. Like I pray for people, I pray for situations. I pray to God just to pray to God. Thank God, because I feel like everything is God.
Okay, so I really enjoyed this interview. I love the vibe, love your energy and stuff like that. So if anybody want to reach out to you and help donate, whatever, do you got a Cash App or anything?
No, I don't have Cash App.
Okay, you don't have a Cash App?
No.
Okay, so you got any social media platforms or anything you want to shout out?
My Instagram is Talia Brown.
Talia Brown?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's about it.
That's about it. All right, y'all. So this young lady here, man, if y'all want to reach out to her through Cash App or anything like that, reach out support. I'm gonna put my Cash App out for her, and she's 100% going straight to her. So if you guys want to help her out, let me know. And yeah. So anything else you want to say before we end this video?
I think I just want to say, because I tell everybody this, like you said, I feel like everybody, even if you feel like God not there, you just need to pray. Not even in like bad situations, you just need to pray to God. Period. Have your faith in God. He will carry you through everything, even if it don't feel like it. Because I be wondering how like I'm still got my sane, like how I'm still sane. I just like this God carry me, still carry me, gonna always carry me as long as you got faith. So just pray,
I
say your
love
prayers.
that. So y'all keep praying for her, man, and I'm gonna be praying for you too, man. All right.
Okay.
And we're gonna get together for a follow-up interview. That's okay?
Yeah.
All right, man. So appreciate you doing this interview, and we'll see you in the next video. All right.
Okay.
All right.